Round one, we're going to get into AJ Anthony Joshua. All right. So in a recent interview, he was saying that him as a fighter would like to fight Wilder, but his team saying that maybe he should think about it. It's his career. And then he kind of agrees with this, saying that who knows, maybe 2018, 2019, maybe 2020, that he started his pro career like a little bit after Wilder. So it sounds like that he wants to wait till Wilder age a bit more. What do you think?
I just don't like it. Like, why prolong the fight? Anything can happen. Look at when Wilder broke his hand against Areola. Taking fights in between. I mean, and he's got a fight coming up against Deverne now that Ortiz is gone. I just don't like that. Keep holding off. I mean, if you're the best and or Wilder's undefeated, Joshua's undefeated, they're clearly, 1 and 2, whichever way you want to flip them on the heavyweights. I mean, if Wilder, wins, obviously beats Deverne 1 and 2, I mean, why not fight? Why keep postponing it? I mean, I know that, you want to get the money, you want to make the money, but the best fighting the best, isn't that what we want? Fans. I mean, I see if you look at it as a business, and that's how Joshua was looking at it. It's a business that could get so much more money by fighting lesser competition. No, I should make my money and then get that big fight. I just don't like it from a fan's perspective. How do you feel about it?
I think I like it from the standpoint of him being honest and not pulling our coattail like a Danny Garcia or Canelo. Like Canelo was saying that he'll fight Triple G, and he kind of just stalled him out for 2 years before he accepted the fight. We have Anthony Joshua saying that he'll fight him, but they want to wait a little bit.
But it's just in the heavyweight, so much can happen. Just one punch can change everything, and just trying to baby the fight along. Kind of when Gamboa was going to fight Juanma, and they kept postponing that, and they were the two best, and then Juanma goes and gets knocked out by Salido, and then he has to rematch Salido and gets knocked out again, and then we never get to see that fight. It's just when you put it on the back burner, that happens sometimes. That's why I always feel it's best just when they're ready, let them fight each other instead of just holding it on, postponing it, and something can happen.
What do you prefer? You prefer somebody saying like, "Oh, I'll fight him right now," after after that boxer just fought 12 rounds, saying, "I'm gonna fight him right now. I'll fight him right now," or would you prefer a boxer just being upfront and honest, like, "Man, I'll fight the guy, but I'm going to wait a little bit. I can take some of these little lesser fighters to make some big money."
I like to be fooled. I mean, at least make me feel like you want to fight everybody, like fight all competition, fight the best out there.
So you'd rather be duped?
I'd rather be duped into thinking like, hey, this guy's going to fight everybody. He wants to fight everyone instead of being like, no, I'm going to fight some lesser competition and then fight you. I mean, at least make it seem like it played the part,
Okay, do you think Anthony Joshua is scared? I don't get that. He's been upfront and honest. He said that him as the fighter will fight, but his team is advising him to kind of prolong it.
Yeah, but he could ultimately make that decision. They work for him.
Yeah.
They work for him. He's the one that can make that decision. So he should let them know if he really wants to fight the best, that he wants to fight the best out there. Like Triple G. Triple G wanted to fight the best.
Yeah,
Triple, and maybe they didn't want to fight him.
But Triple G had an urgency because of his age. Understand that. Anthony Joshua is still a young man, just like Canelo is a young man. So he wasn't very, very, very active trying to make that Triple G fight happen. Because even Oscar De La Hoya was saying the whole time, like, "Oh, Triple G, that fight happened," but Canelo's a young man. He's very young. So
and that's the reason why Oscar De La Hoya got one fighter, because promoting like that doesn't get you anywhere anymore. In this world where mixed martial artists, they fight the best, you got, hate to say it, Conor McGregor. He fights the top guys. That's why his star power is blown up. All that, and he could talk. He could talk, a good game. But he fights the best. He goes out there and he wants to be the best. He wants to be great. And that's what people want to see. They want to see people wanting to be great, wanting to challenge themselves. And when you're saying that, I could fight lesser guys, it doesn't cut it. Like Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford wants to fight the best. Or Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia will jump up and he wants to fight the best. Is he going to duck Crawford? I don't know. Is it a duck if he gets a fight against Cotto? I don't know, but at least he's challenging himself. Instead of saying, no, I'm just going to fight these other guys I know I can beat. I just don't like that approach.
I like it. I just can respect honesty. I can respect a person just being upfront. Like, I don't know about you. You want to be lied to your whole life?
Well, I'm being lied to anyway because I'm not even going to see the fights that I want to see.
You're going to see them, but
when they're over, when one of them's already out of their prime, is it going to be another Pacquiao Mayweather where even when you get the victory, you still get all this backlash because the other person's older? You cherry pick them, you wait until they were out of their prime. You waited till Marquez knocked them out. You couldn't knock them out.
I don't mind.
I just want to see them. If you're at your best, you're at your best. Then fight.
Life is all about strategies.
Is
it not?
But more so by just being great, being the best, and not by just cherry picking your way.
That's also that also plays into greatness. Having a great game plan.
Andre Ward, he went out there and wanted to be great, and he fought the best. And he didn't have to go, Kovalev, I'm gonna fight him. In 4 years when I'm ready.
Right.
He got one fight, got used to the weight, and went out there and fought him. And then he retired up on top.
That's cool too, but how come you can't respect the fact that somebody's saying, like, I don't know how old Anthony Joshua is, but I'm pretty sure he's in his mid to early 20s. If he's saying that he's only had like 18 pro fights, correct?
He's right there, but he went for but he's the champion now.
Yeah,
he's got the belt, and Wilder has the other belt.
Yeah,
if you don't want to fight all comers, then don't go for the championship belt. That's the thing. If he wasn't a champion, it'd be a different story.
I think I'm a little patient with this fight because after we get that fight, there's nothing else. But, it's not like a 147, 154, 160 where the divisions are stacked. Because after we get Wilder and Anthony Joshua, there's nothing to look forward to.
But maybe we could get a rematch if it's a close fight.
I mean,
you could get a trilogy out of it.
So these guys are going to fight 10 times?
They could fight 3 times. I mean, Rockman and Lewis fought several times.
Yeah, Tyson but we're assuming that it's close. What if just one boxer just very superior and just dominates?
Throws him out. Then he goes on and he fights the next one. Fight Big Baby Miller.
Even Big Baby Miller said that he's not ready for these top names yet.
Joseph Parker.
He said that.
Luis Ortiz. Whoever's up there.
Luis Ortiz, we don't know
if his blood pressure gets better and he's able to, stay off the medication and he's able to, he's fighting clean. And that's if Wilder even wins the fight. What if Wilder beats Stavern? I'm sure Joshua will take Stavern on. That next fight will be against Stavern. If Stavern somehow beats Wilder, which I don't see it happening, but if somehow Stavern can beat Wilder, I'm sure Joshua wouldn't have any problem fighting Stavern.
Right. So
it's just, if they're the best, just fight the best.
Billy Joe Saunders is actively calling out David Lemieux, going back and forth on the Twitter. What do you think about all this nonsense?
Man, it's kind of exciting, the trash talking, be able to read it, see what's going on. But man, to me, I think just Billy Joe Saunders is just trying to create some hype and not really take the fight. Billy Joe Saunders is got that belt and he's kept it hostage overseas. Triple G tried to fight him, kept pricing himself out of that fight, never happened. Now he's got the same thing with David Lemieux. And David Lemieux saying the same thing. You're just trying to price yourself out of the fight because instead of it ducking, it's like, no, we just couldn't make a deal.
He's like that annoying brother that talks shit once mom get home. Because she ain't gonna let her baby get beat up. Billy Joe Saunders. I hope that Cotto don't want to fight David Lemieux so Lemieux can take that fight and take that belt. He's trying to act like he's some damn A-side by saying come to the UK and fight. I don't think he's an A-side at all. I think that fight should be in the US. That's a neutral.
Yeah, that'd be in the US. I mean, New York, maybe New York.
Yeah.
Where is it? I mean, they're getting all the fights. Barclays. I don't know if that'd be too big of an
I just
arena.
don't think they should accommodate Billy Joe at all. Belt holder or not, like he needs.
Well, they're gonna go where they could sell tickets, and they could sell the most tickets either out there in
the UK
or in Canada. Or in Canada,
he sells out all the time.
So
in Canada.
it just depends on where they want to place the fight at in the biggest arena, and where they think they could sell the most tickets, make the most money. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I just think that it's all talk. I think Billy Joe Saunders doesn't want to get in there with anybody that's like a heavy puncher like that. He might fight like a Dominick Wade next.
He had the opportunity to fight Jacobs. Jacobs was free. He wasn't tied up, and he opted to go to the Willie Monroe route. Puss move,
And then he has his son over there taking cheap shots on Willie Monroe during the weigh-in.
You think that's why Willie lost? He couldn't recover from that low blow?
I think that low blow kind of hurt him. His legs were shot the
They
next
should have
night.
called it off then. Or postponed it.
They should have done something. He should have went down. Give him some time to rest.
Yeah, Billy Joe is he's a troll, He
knows that he go in there, he could talk smack, build the fight up, and then take a fight with somebody else. And he's still gonna sell tickets out there in the UK. It's not like we get to watch him out here in the US.
I don't really care to watch him, honestly.
So I mean, they were even talking about him fighting Amir Khan, or there was like talks of that. Like really, Amir Khan?
Yeah.
Why would you even? I mean, that fight would sell out there in the UK, but what does that do? What does that do for like?
It puts money in their pocket. It seems like
it's just a money grab. It's a money grab. Yeah.
Like, would you rather see Lemieux versus Cotto or Lemieux versus Saunders?
I'd rather see Lemieux versus Cotto. Just because, if that's going to be Cotto, because it's going to be Cotto's last fight if he loses, and I think that'd be and there's no way Cotto's going to get the Canelo Triple G fight. I don't think because there's too much there to be.
They're waiting for each other. That fight's going to happen in May.
So I mean, that's really either that or if Cotto could get the Garcia fight, then I wouldn't mind seeing Lemieux versus Saunders. Maybe they could do like a split thing.
I wouldn't mind seeing Lemieux face either fighter. I kind of would love for him to just knock out Saunders like he knocked out Curtis Stevenson. So I'll be very, very happy in front of
that was a rough knockout. That's still getting nightmares of that knockout.
It was rough, but I would like to see somebody do that to Saunders, man. He just phony, dude. Like,
yeah, he keeps keeping that title hostage. Doesn't come out. He's ain't fighting anyone that really has punching power. And it's just I think it doesn't do anything to help him. Just really get his name in the sport. I mean, yeah, he's known in the UK, but apart from that, the only thing I know him about is just keeping the belt hostage and fighting, lower opposition. And it just sucks. He didn't want to fight Triple G.
All right, since we're on this topic right quick, would you like to see Triple G fight Billy Joe Saunders in December and then fight in May? Or would you prefer for Triple G just to be inactive for 8 months?
I'd rather have Triple G fight Billy Joe Saunders in December. And then, because if anything, if he gets a cut or anything, there's enough time.
That's enough time
for it to heal.
And plus, that's an extra payday. I would like to see Triple G prides himself on being active.
The only thing is, I don't want to see him fight him in the UK because I just feel that if it goes to the cards,
it won't go to the cards. It won't. He will. He will start a new KO streak.
Yeah,
versus Billy.
So I mean, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that, and Triple G is able to take that belt, and that's just another belt that him and Canelo can fight for.
Yeah. I hope that they can somehow do that because I don't think he'll take much wear and tear. The only thing just the grueling toll your body takes from being in training camp, that's something to think about.
And I think it's good for him just to stay active so he doesn't come in rusty. Yeah, because he's old. I mean, he's older, and so he doesn't get. I don't think he has as much ring work as he did before during training camp.
Yeah.
So I think it'd probably be better for him just to stay active, and it's a fight that he should win. It's nothing. I mean, I don't think there's anybody in the weight class that could beat him. The only one that maybe Danny Jacobs that they fought again. That's where I'd be like worried, just because Jacobs had movement and it kind of gave Triple G problems in the fight. Even though Triple G, I felt like he controlled the fight, but if he can take that fight and it's not against the contract, it won't ruin the Canelo fight. Then I'd love for him to take that fight and bring another title back to Kazakhstan, and then him and Canelo can fight and have another title in there just to unify everything. All right, that's it for this week. It's a slow week in boxing, but next week we got a big triple header coming up on Saturday that we're going to get into. Subscribe, leave us some comments, let us know how we're doing, how we can improve. You have a good one.